Back, I now recognize the gentleman from Mississippi, Mr. Ezell, for 5 minutes of questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The global outage we experienced on July 19, 2024 impacted millions of people and is estimated to have cost billions of dollars. This disruption impacted a wide range of services, including airlines, hospitals, emergency service, call centers, and more, impacting our nation and the global economy. Well, I appreciate how quickly CrowdStrike identified and deployed a fix to the problem. It turned out that the solution was a minimal reboot process. For workers in rural areas like many communities in Mississippi, this means it could have taken them days to find the right IT person to get to the scene and get the computers up and running. Mr. Meyers, why was that the only solution was a manual fix?
Thank you for your question, Congressman. Initially, there was a manual hands-on process that was required, which we mobilized our entire team to support. We activated our partners. We worked around the clock. I offered myself to drive 10 hours to visit a customer to help them get some of their systems back online. Within the next day or so, we were able to identify some automated systems that would enable us to facilitate the recovery at a much faster pace. And that was where the bulk of that recovery occurred. We saw a massive uptick in systems coming back online once we deployed the automated process.
What steps are you taking to protect your systems from difficult recovery process if something like this happens again?
Thank you, Congressman. We, as in the testimony I referred to this earlier, provided a new system to ensure that the content updates have a opt-in and kind of the ability to choose when you receive those updates. Prior to this, our sensor packages, all of our source code had those established best practices already in place. And now we're applying this as well to the content updates.
I represent South Mississippi. Can you please describe the support CrowdStrike offered or provided to rural communities such as in my district?
I'll need to get back to you with some details of that, sir.
Okay. A recent article stated that, and I quote, engineers and threat hunters were given just 2 months for work that would have normally taken a year. Additionally, the article noted that CrowdStrike confirmed its use of, and again I quote, existing engineers instead of hiring a new team of cloud threat hunters. Pearl River Community College and many others in my district offer an excellent cybersecurity technology program for our next generation of students to help fill this unsettling skills gap. Do you make these staffing decisions because of lack of adequate job force in the industry?
Thank you, sir. We have a robust internship program. We bring some of the most, a lot of our talent from these internal and external internship programs and recruit from all over the country and all over the world in order to fill positions.
What steps are you taking to better support your staff and ensure that they have the right tools and skills to succeed?
That's a great question, sir. We have extensive internal training programs. We also send our team to various trainings across the globe, different industry trainings at conferences and other programs where they can learn new skills and continue to develop their existing skills. And then we also have some of our own researchers and analysts conduct trainings at those same events to help train individuals that are not yet in the workforce or working at other companies in order to learn some of the critical skills that are needed to identify and to track advanced threat actors.
Mr. Meyers, we know that there are many single points of failure in our cyber ecosystem. These can be exploited either through a mistake or an attack and cause an impact similar to what we saw from the CrowdStrike incident. Additionally, when products are modified or updated, another single point of failure is created. What do you suggest this committee focus on to mitigate single points of failure and improve the stability of these systems?
It's a tough question. I think there's a lot that needs to be done in order to identify and mitigate single points of failure. We have been acting at CrowdStrike in terms of identifying vulnerable systems across the globe, doing research to try to determine where vulnerabilities may exist and come up with mitigating strategies for that. And it's a continuing effort. It's something that takes everybody. It's a team sport, and we all need to work together for that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. I know